Hi everyone, I'm James Hooker. I am one of the co-founders of HubSpot.io. We're a HubSpot Platinum partner agency and we work with all things HubSpot. So we do HubSpot CRM implementations, we do CMS builds for people doing websites on HubSpot, as well as custom integrations between HubSpot and other platforms you might have within your tech stack. Anything that involves HubSpot within your company, we're experts that can help you with that. So I'm joined today by Guy. Guy is one of our HubSpot implementation managers. So if you're doing a CRM project with us where you're maybe setting up your marketing or your sales, your customer support, or indeed any combination of those, then he's one of the people within the team that could be assigned to you to lead that project from the point of idea through to the very end where you have HubSpot set up and working the way you want it to, and with all your team familiar with what they need to do and making the most of it as a system, and indeed in the long run helping you to improve it over time and get the best out of it as a platform. So the reason we're doing these little interviews is basically to give you a bit of introduction to people like Guy, so you can understand a bit more about what it's like to work with our team and different members of our team, and the kind of experience that you'd get if you decide to partner with us at HubSpot for your HubSpot projects. Without further ado, I'm going to ask Guy a few questions and give you that perspective from him. So first things first, Guy, how did you discover HubSpot?
Perfect. Well, hello everyone. Thank you, James. HubSpot appeared in my life around 2015. I had a startup back then. And well, since most startups, we didn't have any money. Actually, it was just me in the beginning. So I had to do every single thing and manage to talk to people, build the product. I was into a startup competition with over 1,000 startups, and I had to find a way of doing things right. And I found that HubSpot, it was CRM. I think it was actually the first time I heard the word CRM in my life as a software. So I thought, okay, this could do me well since it's got a free plan as well. And actually, it was the backbone of my startup for a while. I could use HubSpot to manage all my contacts, my providers, some of the investors as well, because I ended up winning the startup championship, and I got invested. And after that, I could pay for HubSpot. Back then, things were little less flexible than they are today. Today, startups could start with HubSpot Starter, for example. They could get to know a lot of HubSpot and use advanced features that I could not use back then. But still, it was the software I had to use, and it made all the difference because as a solopreneur, I could manage it well and had everything under control.
What do you love about HubSpot?
First, I say it would have to be the usability. It's very friendly, so it's a platform for old companies, new companies, people that are used to technology, non-technology people that have used CRMs before, ones that did not use CRMs before. So I think that usability is a great feature from HubSpot. The interfaces, they're all intuitive. You can manage HubSpot without ever knowing HubSpot. I mean, if it says click here, you just go and click here, and it will do everything you want. So I think this is the best feature because I not only can use HubSpot, I'm still learning HubSpot. I think I've learned HubSpot for a lot of years now. And it's easy to teach HubSpot as well because HubSpot makes it easy to navigate through their interfaces and features. So what I love about it is that it's really you feel that it's really made for the people. It's really made to be used and not to be and it's not just a money making software. Of course, they make a lot, but they make a lot because they deserve. Everybody that uses HubSpot can see that.
So what do you say are the skills that you've found most useful in working with HubSpot over the last few years?
It has to be problem solving. Okay, it's not even a hard skill. It's not even a programming skill or anything like that. But if you really know what you want to do, and if you really want to solve something to make your life easier in your company or to help a client with something, whether you're doing programming or not, real goal set in your mind, you can do in HubSpot. So there's not an out of the box solution. Sometimes you need to think of how to do things. You need to integrate forms with um, properties and maybe do some automation on behind. But that skill of trying to see the whole picture at once and then go breaking down into little tasks inside HubSpot, I think that would be the skill I most value in myself using HubSpot, actually, because if I see that I can do some things and I know that software can help me with that, and I don't know how to do it, at least I can find someone to help me with, or I can get some information on how to do it. I can go to, I don't know, even HubSpot Academy and try to figure out how to do things. But the thing is, if you have this ability of problem solving, of putting together pieces one after another in order to make a big one, I think you can do very great with HubSpot.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. I mean, we've worked on a lot of different HubSpot projects together over the years, and some people may think that HubSpot, when you buy it, it's just a gold, like a silver bullet, whatever they call it, and it's just everything's going to work perfectly out of the box. But the whole point of HubSpot is it's flexible to suit your business, like any CRM. So, like there's always every business is unique, and anybody that works with Guy or any other HubSpot implementation managers across our team, we will work to understand your business, and we will cater what we do to solve what your particular problems are in your particular use case. So yeah, that's absolutely critical to it. What kind of clients do you enjoy working with the most, Guy?
Well, that would have to be clients that are trying to use the most out of HubSpot, because there are clients that really use, for example, the Sales Hub, and they use it a lot. There are clients that need the CMS, they do the website inside HubSpot. But I really like clients that go through all of the hubs. So they think about their marketing strategy using the marketing features HubSpot has to offer. They have the website inside HubSpot as well. So the connections are very easy. Making changes is very easy. You don't see errors running on the website inside HubSpot. So when a client has this mentality, has this mindset that, okay, I have a software that can pretty much be a powerhouse to my business, then these are the kinds of clients I like to work the most with, because they do understand the importance of every single part of the journey, from building a great website to delivering a great experience to their clients. They can do, they can follow up with tickets or in automations and so on. So when a client is integrated in all of the hubs and they have that mindset, that they will do well. If they keep that, it's easy to spot in 1 or 2 years from now that they grow, and they really do. We follow up with a lot of past clients, and it's nice to see that they keep using it. So these are the clients that make me most happy working with, and it's more fun actually.
Yeah, no, for sure. And some of those clients, they'll continue to work with us for the long run as well. Like we've got some clients that have been with us for years and years, because obviously as the business evolves, needs evolve, and be able to make sure that your CRM keeps up to date and in sync with what's happening in your organization and is fulfilling your goals of today and tomorrow. That's really important that it evolves with you. So how
Yes.
about projects? So on a related note, like how about the projects themselves, the clients aside? Like what do you find most interesting on that level?
Okay. Well, it has to be automation. I really like automating things. I'm not a programmer. I never studied programming. I mean, I tried to study Python one time and never finished the course. I know a thing or another, but I'm not a developer. So HubSpot makes it easy for me to turn simple things into very advanced ones, and to get complex things that maybe you would need help from a developer. And HubSpot makes it easy for me to do it myself. So when I see the client tells me, Guy, thank you for that, because now I don't know, we're saving 4 to 5 hours a week because we don't have to do that particular task because it was automated. That's when I enjoy the most, because you can actually see the results in their day-to-day life. And I mean, that this happens with 90% of the clients or more sometimes, because they really say sometimes they have very organized processes, and they are really organized and they structure, they know what they're doing, but sometimes they have to do it manually. And when we can take that particular task or a set of tasks out of their hands, and they see that now they have more time to focus on their core tasks for their businesses, for by far this is what I enjoy the most.
When you start with a new client, what are the first things you typically do in terms of like your kickoff call and anything that follows that to get up for success?
Well, sometimes clients don't understand why, but I really like to ask them about their business, why they're doing what they're doing, and how they're doing what they're doing. So it's very important to understand that their structure, their processes, their goals, their drive, and especially their passions. It's really nice to leave this behind, but this is a very important part because we know how much effort are they putting in, how much is that important for them. Maybe I don't know, they're providing for their whole family just with that business. So this is a very important thing for them. So getting to know what drives them to do what they're doing is the first thing I do, because I want to get their mindset. I want to see how they think, what problems are they trying to solve for their clients. And this in the future will make me take different paths and take different decisions based on what we talked on the first meeting. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, that's a really fun part of it. I mean, these projects that we do, they touch so many levels of an organization, particularly if it's a long-term thing where we're going through different departments. Perhaps we start with the marketing, then we move to the sales, we move to the customer support, perhaps something with the operations team or a product team as well. That does sometimes happen. Like it just gets us so entrenched in
Yes.
your business that we often feel like we're like an extension of your team because we just get to know your people, everyone's roles, how we all fit in, and that that just puts us in such a good position. And it means that someone like you can really look at the overall picture of your business and how the software that he and we as a team are experts at could be used to drive efficiency and productivity and your other goals throughout your organization. So like that really is the power of HubSpot and also having a HubSpot partner, like having that kind of relationship.
100%. Yeah, people should believe that we are there to be part of. We're not just there to make something happen. We're really part of the team and their dailies, on their meetings, on their when things go wrong, when things go right. So it's actually a very nice relationship. And starting with the first questions, that why do you do what you do and how do you do it? So I think this is for me the first thing I do, because it will lead to a greater and a longer relationship with any company.
So some of the people watching this, they may already be HubSpot customers, but there may be some people here that haven't bought HubSpot yet, or they're just on the free version and wondering, should I take a step up and become more invested in having HubSpot in my business? So what would you tell them are the main things that they need to know or consider if they want to go down that path or they're thinking of going down that path?
Well, the first thing I think is that they already did this first step because they are questioning if they need to upgrade or not. When you get to that point, is probably because you saw that you're having some limitations with the free version, or you having different needs. I mean, you're scaling up, you're growing your team or your processes. So you already in the transition phase, you just did not realize it. But I would tell them first, for what you need HubSpot now. Is it working? Is it working well? Or is it taking more time to manage HubSpot than it should? If the answer is that it's taking more time to manage that, is because probably the free version is limiting your company and your team. So it's a very good time just start thinking about upgrading. Um, if you're on the free version to starter, it's a nice thing to ask yourself. And if you're on the starter version, because it's limited in some points as well, um, the upgrade to the other ones, the higher tiers, it's a big leap. It's a big jump. So from that point, from the starter version, which is paid, to the other ones, you will know for sure the day you need to upgrade. You will see that, okay, now this is doing me good. I need more of that, because HubSpot will help you reach your goals and keep organized. So the very good question is, when do I get out of the free version to the paid one? Well, I think that you need to talk to your team, but you will see that as well. People feel that, okay, I feel that this got small for myself. That means you're growing as a company, you're reaching new markets, getting more clients. Then you will see that you don't need just the CRM, just you need more features. Okay, now I need to send email marketing for more people. Now I need to, I don't know, more pipelines, or I need to automate a couple of tasks, or I don't know, manage more tickets with clients. If you need that, it's because your company is in need of it. It's not because you just want to upgrade from a free tier to the paid one. So ask yourself, is it taking too long to do the tasks you're doing now? If it is, it's because you probably need to upgrade to get more benefits out of the features that HubSpot can offer.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And how about in the case of a company that doesn't have a CRM at all, but they've heard about HubSpot, they've heard people maybe talking about how much good it's done for their business. Like, where would you tell those kind of people to start?
That's a very good question, actually. I get asked that a lot, even by friends. First thing I ask them is, how do you manage your customer data now? Most of them, the majority, would say that they have spreadsheets to do the job. That's a good start. People think that is bad. It's not. If you have some kind of organization system, some kind of log tracking, and a systematic way of keeping the data from your company in, you already started well. So you're now in a place that you can migrate to a CRM. And I will tell them, try HubSpot. It's free. Just go in there, create your account, and as soon as you get the account created, you will see a tour that will guide you. And without knowing, you'll be trespassing all of your system from spreadsheets and files in the computer or in the cloud to HubSpot in a seamless way. So at the end of the tour, you will see that you have all the information from the company you have inside HubSpot, and you're now slowly and little by little learning how to use it and how to harness all the power that a CRM can bring you. So if you have any kind of system, spreadsheets or whatever, try HubSpot and try it now. The sooner, the better, because you will need this to help you have more time for yourself.
Absolutely. Cool. That's pretty much everything that I've got for you, Guy. So I hope that was useful for everyone, and you got some good insight into what it is like working with different members of our team and what it'd be like working with Guy. So if you do have a HubSpot project, or you're considering HubSpot and want to discuss that a little bit further with someone independent, then feel free to reach out to us. Like, we can get on a call with you, talk through what that would look like and what your options are, and just give you our honest advice. And if you like the sound of that, then we could look into having a partnership together. At the end of the day, we love HubSpot, but we are independent and we are there to support you. So if there's any needs that you have or any problems you have, then we're looking to give you unbiased solutions and do the best for you and into your interests. And that's something that we really take pride in doing to the best of our ability as a team. So I hope that was useful, and feel free to reach out anytime through hubstart.io if you want to have a chat. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, James. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.